Hey guys, what's up? It's Nikki, and today I'm going to tell you about a dream that I had. It's really fucked up, and I think the world should know about my fucked up dream. And basically it starts out with me and my boyfriend and all his friends at one of his friends' houses, and basically it's the nerd herd. I call him the nerd herd. I'm the only girl, and it felt very real to start with. And we're all hanging out. There was this one kid that I didn't really know who he was. I couldn't really describe his face. So I had to do my business, went to the bathroom, and while I was in the bathroom, I guess they decided to pull a prank or something on Wesley. It's my boyfriend. And they blindfolded him and did some tests or something on him. They made him believe that I got out of the bathroom already, and the kid that I had no idea who he was started to make out with him. And Wesley went with it because he thought it was me. I guess his lips are as juicy and voluptuous as mine, so he just continued making out with the kid. And I come out, and I freak the fuck out on him. He realizes it's not me, and he freaks out even more that he was kissing a guy. And I lock myself in the bathroom, trying to call my mom to have her pick me up, and I got out, finally. They were holding Wesley back because they knew if I got a hold of him, he'd be dead, because I was furious. And I told them, I'm going to go outside, I don't want to see any of you, I'll be waiting outside for my mom. And they yell out, no, you can't, don't go outside. And I'm pissed off, I'm going to ignore them. And basically, Wesley got in front of me and blocking the doorway, and I fucking Sparta kicked him out the door, and he landed on the ground, and I started yelling at him even more. And I turn around, and I see his other two friends, Jordan and Johnny, and Jordan was going to play a prank on us. He was going to be dressed as Slender Man. Yeah, Slender Man. And try and scare us. And I looked at him dead in the eye and said, that's not fucking scary. And he dropped the mask that he was about to put on and just walked into the house. And everyone followed him, and they picked up Wesley, carried him inside, and I stood out there waiting for my mom. And I feel this presence behind me, and I think it's Wesley, so I'm just like, get the fuck away from me, I don't want to see you. And then I feel this sharp pain in my back. And the next thing I know, I'm in my own mind, like in the recesses of my mind. And wouldn't you know, I see Slender Man! Yay! I see Slender Man in my mind, and I'm just like, please, 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 don't fucking kill me! I'm like freaking the fuck out, don't kill me! And he's like, relax, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm here to help you. What? Pause. What? Rewind. Help me. The fuck? And basically, he possessed me to help me scare the fuck out of these guys. I don't know why, but he did this, and I couldn't control my body, but I could still see. But he controlled me, and he told me in my mind that we're gonna scare the fuck out of them. And I was just wondering the entire time, why? Like, why don't you kill me? Or are you gonna kill any of these guys? He's like, no, I'm just gonna scare them. And basically I just walk into the house. They think I'm all fine and everything, but, that was my phone. Ignoring that. I go into the house, and Wesley comes up to me again, and I grab him by the throat, and I throw him against the wall, and he lands on the couch. And they're all like, what the fuck? And my eyes turn pure white, and Jordan yells out, she's been possessed. Eugene, being the dumb he is, he goes, how is she possessed? Eugene. And a raspy voice comes out of me and says, I'm Slender Man. And they just froze in fear. They were petrified. And basically what happened next was the tentacles came out of my back, and picked me up so my feet weren't touching the ground, and there was scaring them even more. And he was talking to me in my mind saying, how else do you want to scare them? And I said, well, you and your gang that he has, he has like minions that somewhat look like him. And I'm just like, tell them to, hide around the house and stare through the windows and whatnot, scare the fuck out of them and everything. And then he told me that he could feel my mom's presence coming down the road. So he's like, alright, I'm going to take you back outside. It's like, okay. So I'm standing there, and I can't really see her down the road yet. And I'm talking to him in my mind, and I'm just like, why would you help me? I thought you killed people. He tells me, no, I don't kill people all the time. I watch people, and I study them. And only if they truly deserve it, then I scare the fuck out of them and possibly even kill them. But I also help people too. And I'm just like, okay, so you helped me because I looked terrifying? Or something? I don't know. He's like, I thought you needed help because you looked very pissed. And the fact that your friends dressed as me and you weren't terrified at all because of how mad you were. And I'm like, well, yeah, nothing's gonna scare me when I'm pissed off to where I wanted to rip someone's head off. And basically he tells me all this stuff, and I'm like, I heard stories. Are you really a little boy and a freak accident of an experiment did this to you? And he said yes. So I asked him if he wanted a hug, and he said yes, he would like that. And I gave him a hug, and he actually felt warm. He told me, as long as I'm in your mind, I can't hurt you. But once I get out of your body, you cannot look at me and you cannot touch me, because if you do, you will die. I'm like the Grim Reaper. One touch, one look, you're dead. So I'm like, alright. He comes out of my body. I close my eyes and turn around and tell him thank you one more time. He tells me in my mind, you're welcome. And I turn around again to see my mom pulling up. And as I'm walking to the car, I can see his reflection. Terrifying. Pale white face. Well, no face actually, just white head. And, my mom didn't see him because she didn't look terrified or anything. And I get in the car and we just drive off, and he tells me in my mind, I will always be with you. I'll never scare you. I'll never try to haunt you. I'll always help you when you're in need. And I'll never try to scare you. Like, alright then. Well, thanks. It's really weird, but cool. And yeah, that's basically it. It's a really fucked up dream, isn't it? But cool at the same time. And I told Wesley, and he was actually thought it was really cool. And then he told Eugene, and Eugene was even more petrified of his house, because Slenderman also told me that he has been always watching Eugene's house ever since he started playing Slenderman, the game. Slenderman and his gang have been standing outside of his house in the woods, because he's like in the middle of Bumfucked Egypt and he has woods all over his house. And he was just standing there watching the house, waiting for a perfect moment to just play around with us and scare the fuck out of us. So, yeah. So I guess now Slenderman's my new best friend. And that's my story. And if I have any more weird dreams, I will sure to tell the world, because I think you all should know. So that's it for now. See you guys later.